Oh, hello, my friends. It's me, Kae Pea. I'm here in my studio, the Moon of the Maker, home of ArtFoamies, and I'm here for ArtFoamies Fun Friday. You already knew that. It is Friday, January 10th, and I want to welcome you all. Pam is here first. Ginger, Lydia, Irini, Becky, Roberta, Catherine, Christina, Brianna, Stephanie, Sharon, and two Sharons. Ellen, Susan, Bernadette, Anna Lee. I don't see Mary Lynn so far. I have heard from her. Okay, I want to let you know that I have been in touch with Mary Lynn. She is, sad, understandably, stressed, understandably, but she's okay. Thank you for asking. And I will talk a little bit about that, letting everyone of our California friends know that we are thinking of them for sure. Thank you, Bernadette. Anna Lee is in the house. Welcome. Patty, Amy. Oh my goodness. Did I say Catherine already? I hope so. Who else? Jenny. Ron, also known as Patty. Willow Wanders is here. Yay, Fodder School. Who else? Did I say Roberta, Jack and Dana, Ellen, Terry? Oh, nice to see you, Terry. Linda. That's everyone I see so far. I would never miss you for anything. So if I did somehow skip over you, welcome. Thanks for being here. And Marianne is here now too. Yes, very cold snow. We had snow again today, which brings me to chat with you all. Welcome again. But I do want to chat with you all about some important things before we get started with all the fun. So last week, we welcomed another Fodder School collaboration with Angela Kennedy. And it was so, oh my gosh, so exciting because you all love we all love Angela, also known as Penny Stamper. And she is with Fodder School this year. So we are doing a collaboration in case you missed it somehow with Angela and Fodder School, which we just launched last week. Sorry. Anyway, I want to let you know that the response was terrific. We are so appreciative. We are working literally every day, working on your orders. They're going out pretty timely. I will say that we are within our window pretty much, okay, which is, I think, 12 to 14 business days. Okay. Please keeping in mind that we do make everything to order in-house for you. We are not Amazon by any means. I know people do sometimes think though, that, I guess because of the way things are, that things should be quicker. And we do go as fast as we can. And we are very appreciative. And the reason I keep looking down is because I am looking at notes. If I don't look at notes, I will forget. I guarantee it. Anyway, we just do ask for your patience, especially right now, because we are having terrible weather here. Okay, we got a blast of about 10 to 12 inches of snow, on the last Sunday. And then by the time we got kind of unburied from all that and it started to sort of break, it snowed again last night, another few inches. So things are moving a little slow as far as, postal stuff. We ourselves we've had some orders, that are supposed to be coming, and they've either been delayed or canceled outright. So just keep that in mind. And we thank you again so very much. And we love Angela Kennedy and Fodder School. So for those of you who do not know, I hope that tonight we are going to be sharing with you some new inks, which I'm so excited about. But while I am demonstrating the new inks, I am going to be sharing with you the best sellers from our Fodder School collaborations. Okay. And that includes Suzanne Randers, Jack Ravi, Yetunde Rodriguez, and Angela Kennedy. Although a little tricky on telling you exactly Angela Kennedy's bestseller, but we can come close to a pretty educated guess. Anyway, let me stop. I want to welcome Anita. Thanks for coming. Maxie Moon is here. Cecilia, welcome. Yay. All right, so I also want to mention here, I'm looking at notes. This is something new that I've been doing, is writing down notes before I come on, because otherwise I find that I go through everything and then I wrap it up and I say goodnight to you all. And then after I'm like, darn, I forgot to tell them this. Oh, usually I'll forget to read my notes. But anyway, I want to just wish Maxie Moon a happy day before your birthday. Happy last day of being this age. And I hope everybody will wish Maxie Moon a warm, wonderful, happy birthday tomorrow. Let's see what else. Okay. I'm going to turn this camera around and we are going to talk about all the new stuff going on. I'm going to show you the bestsellers. We are going to have the numbers game. I haven't forgotten about that. And yeah, let's just turn this camera around and chat. Okay. So many things to share with you. Okay. Do you have the numbers game ready to go? We'll do that later. Don't start without me. I'll tell you when. One thing I want to mention to you, just in case you haven't heard the news, okay? We are no longer going to be offering a freebie ArtFoamy, okay? We've done that for the past, 4 years. We're going into our 5th anniversary, if you can believe that. In April will be our 5-year anniversary. So we want to do something a little different this year, and that is we are giving away a free sticker with any order. So if you recall, you did have to make a minimum purchase to get the freebie stamp, right? The freebie ArtFoamy. Well, this time you only have to place any order within the month to get the freebie sticker, okay? And we always will have a matching stamp and matching ArtFoamy to go with it. That will be $5, okay? So you can always, if you love the sticker and you want the ArtFoamy, you can always add that to your cart for $5, okay? So one of the reasons, well, there's lots of reasons for the change. I also want to mention another quick change, and it is in the newsletter, so I hope that you will make sure that you're signed up for our newsletter. We promise we do not, bombard you with emails. We send out one email per week. Sometimes every now and then we may send out one more if there's something, super exciting that we can't wait for Friday. But generally it's one email per week, just reminding you about ArtFoamy Fun and letting you know what's going on, with any specials or launches and things like that. Okay, so the other change is that we are no longer offering a free scrap buddy with any orders, okay? We're sorry to take that fun freebie away, but, and we're not changing the prices of the scrap buddies or stamp buddies, but we just can no longer offer it as a freebie. So that is the other change, but we're not raising prices, and, that's just a small minor change, I think. Excuse me. So, let's see. Oh, so one of the reasons we wanted to go with stickers is for a new art journaling thing that I am doing in my Patreon. So if you're all interested in that, and I normally don't do shameless self-promotions about that over here, but for a mere $5 per month, you can join me on Patreon, and we are going to be doing artsy, dexy journaling all throughout the year. I'm super excited about it, and I hope that you will at least check it out. And for those of you who like this, okay, the stamp, even if you don't join me, okay, we do have, it is called the Sampler Grid. Super fun, and a great way to break down your journaling, make little journal spots and stuff like that. So that is this stamp. Okay. All right. Now we're moving on. Oh, goodness. One other new ArtFoamy I need to mention is our ArtFoamies community ArtFoamy designed by Patty Hodder. This is a special, now we are going to be introducing a series of spotlights coming up starting next week, okay? So I hope you'll join us for that. This is a special stamp designed by Patty Hodder for another special kind of project that we were doing, but If you're part of our community, I thought that you'd be interested. And it's such a cute, fun design, and I think it will be really great to add to journal. It was for our ArtFoamy Community Project Journal. All right, so that's also, if you see that under new listings, that's what that is. All right. Okay, now I'm bringing to you the new good stuff that you've been so patiently waiting for. So can you order more stickers? Yes, you will be able to. Maxi Moon will be listing those. Actually, I can't remember where we're going to be listing. Oh, I think we are going to be listing those. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out, and I'll let you know. That's a great question. I guess I didn't dot all my I's or cross all my T's on that one. So please be patient, and we'll share the link with you later. Okay. I can't figure it out right now on the spot. Okay. So you have been waiting so patiently for the new inks. I've been talking about these for a while. Okay. And I'm so excited to introduce to you our new collection of 2-ounce inks. Okay. We have, for those of you who have been following along for a while, then you know that we have had these inks for many moons. Okay, the little Moon Glow inks, and also the Moonlight Duo ink. Sorry, mine are old and used, but anyway, Moon Glow inks were in the 1 ounce. Half ounce. Moonlight Duos were in the 1 ounce. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I love the ink. And so many people love this ink that I could not take. I didn't want to stop bringing it to you, but I wanted to bring it in a different format because I honestly, for ArtFoamies, you know that I came out with these when I had Rubber Moon, and so rubber stamps are much smaller, right, in general. And so, and I love the Moon Glow extra bright dot, or, inker so much. But honestly, I just really got tired of fighting with the small bottles, and I was going through them pretty quickly. So, wait 1 second. Oh, you're talking about stickers. We're talking, I think they're asking about the Moon ink, and Annalie says the website only black, white, and gray available. I'm not sure where you're at. These are on ArtFoamies now, okay? And Bernadette, that's another question for Maxi Moon. You guys ask me questions that I should think of ahead of time, but I don't. Okay, anyway, so they are coming to you now in 2-ounce bottles, okay? And I'm pulling out all the colors of the day. These are I just sort of rebranded, okay? It's the same ink. These are now the Moon Glow Extra Bright Diary Inkers are now called Daylight Super Brights, okay? They're the same thing. I got a few new colors, however. Before, we only offered the Pink Crush. We only offered the Yellow Star, the Blue Moon, and the Coral Fire. Okay, those are the only colors that we had. And I have to let you know that I don't have the large bottles of Coral Fire yet. There was a mistake in the order, and they should be here literally any day. I was hoping they'd be here today. But anyway, the Coral Fire is that beautiful, beautiful sort of orangey, bright orangey yellow. It's one of my favorite colors, and so that was the 4 that we had, okay? We added 4 new colors. Lava Red, okay? And I do have, let me show these to you here. I have little swatches. So I'll show you the colors that we had before, and then I'll show you the ones we added. We had already Pink Crush. We had the Coral Fire, which again is sort of an orangey yellow. We had the Yellow Star. And we had the Blue Moon. Okay. We've added lava red, purple rain, lime drop, and orange. What do we call this, Maxi Moon? Orange flame, or orange glow, or orange flame. We were debating, and I don't know what we ended up with. Anyway, so we added 4 new extra brights, and then we also have the white. Now this is Moonlight Hues. Okay, this is the same ink that is Moonlight Duo ink. All right, so we have the whitest white, we have the blackest black, and we have grayest gray. Also, it's a graphite. Okay, it really is a graphite-y color. It really does look like pencil lead. I love this color. I know I say that all of the Moonlight Duos are more opaque, and they really are, but the gray has almost like a little bit of a transparency look to it. Okay, it's almost like a neutral gray. Okay, orange flame. Orange flame is coming, all right? So just to let you all know. So there was a little snafu with the order. But anyway, so those are the colors. Again, we do have the 3 moonlight hues. And we also have matching ink pads for those. Solid ink pads. Those are the only 3 solid ink pads that we're going to be offering in the old style. No more duos, okay? I will let you know, I know it's a little confusing, but just to let you know that we do still have some of the duo pads and some of the smaller inks on clearance at themoonandthemaker.com. Okay, so if you want a few, whatever's left, go grab those. They're on super duper clearance at themoonandthemaker.com. I think after this weekend, I'm going to just clear those all the way out. Okay, I'll be giving them away in goodie boxes. I will be probably donating whatever's left over. If we have anything left, I will donate them to art teachers or schools and things like that. We just want to clear it all out, but they're great prices, and remember, it's all the same inks. Also, to let you know, I will have next month in February, or it might be March. Okay, it just really kind of depends, but soon, within this quarter, let's just say, I will have all of the duo inks re-inkers. Okay, not the ink pads anymore. No more ink pads, no more duos, and the only solid ink pads are going to be black, white, and gray. However, all of the duo inks are going to be available in the 2 ounces as well. Okay, so I know I've been rolling it out kind of slowly for a few different reasons, but I also think it makes it a little easier on the pocketbook. And since it is so much and kind of confusing, I think it's actually worked out well. Okay. And the reason, again, for these changes was that in the beginning, when I developed all these inks, they really were, okay, more geared towards rubber stamps. Now I have sort of a newer system for ArtFoamies. And so don't forget, you can now get your ink foamies. They are ready to go. Okay. They're no longer on pre-order. And you can also get your mini ink foamies, which are so, so cute. Keeping in mind, again, just going to pull these out to share with you that the ink foamies, when they come to you, they are blank. Okay, they do not have a color. These are for you to ink up however you choose. You can ink them with inks. You can ink them with paints. You can ink them with watercolors. If you do ink them with paint, like acrylic, or anything that dries hard, then I highly recommend that you clean them really well after you use them. Okay, basic instructions, and also a QR code to be able to watch a little video is on the back. All right. So again, they come in 3 different shapes. You have the square, the circle, and the heart. Okay. The reason for the different shapes? Well, for one, I just think they're darn cute. I think it's a fun way also if you want to keep your colors sort of separated. You know, I think it's a fun way if you wanted to keep, I don't know. I think they're fun, but remember you can also stamp them, okay? You can use them as stamps. You can load them up however you like, all right? So that being said, as you can see, this one here, I did sort of a gradient, right? Monochromatic, like all the same color family. So you got some greens and it makes a beautiful ombre. I can wash this completely out and put different colors, you know, if I want to. So that is the beauty of the ink foamies. All right. So for today, because we are debuting the minis, I'm going to be sharing those with you. Although I have to tell you that I love the minis with the larger ones because you can use them in conjunction with, you know, you can use them this way to not only sort of like a dauber or to load up your minis, right? But you can, yeah, you can really use them together. So I love that. Let's see, I have some, I'm going to pull this other paper out here and I'm going to just stamp for you some of our Fodder School bestsellers and just show you, because I know many of you may not have seen some of the past examples or some of the other artwork that was created with some of these. So we're going to do a little bit of that, and I'm also going to be sharing, you know, kind of two birds with one stone, if you will. Okay. So Annalie, if you are at themoonandthemaker.com, you say only offering orange. It's just whatever is left. Okay. There might only be some things there because the stuff on the Moon and the Maker is on clearance, and so if there's not other options for you, that means that we're out. So any of the, you know, you can go to ArtFoamies and look at all the new stuff if you want to fill in. All right. I want to welcome Sherry. Thanks for coming, and Jan and Zandra sharing our little ink foamies. Now, I do want you to know I only have my hearts here because that's what I used for when I was stamping out all of my brights. So that's why I have the hearts in particular. It doesn't matter, okay? So just get some of these here. And I do want to also bring to your attention, one of the reasons I don't have yellow is because I used my yellow for the green. If you want to, you know, save a little money and you don't want to buy one of these for every color, of course you can. You can buy one and make one for every color, just like you do your ink pads, or you can use it a little bit differently and you can clean it. Here's some rubbing alcohol, okay? Spray it with your rubbing alcohol, take your baby wipe or your paper towel or whatever and clean that out. And you can get it pretty good. I'm going to dab it away or, you know, blot it. You can also get some really beautiful color combinations. Don't forget, you can really mix your colors right on here. So it's just a great different way of inking, okay? And I love that. That's even when I said the modern way to ink up your ideas. All right, so anyway, here I'll go ahead and apply a little yellow. Remember, too, that you can add white. You can add your white, your Moonlight Hue white to any of these colors to make a little bit more opaque, sort of pastel-y version of your bright. Okay, so that's super fun, too. You can also order, so there's a couple of different things. You want to remember this does not soak in the same way that it does to your regular ink pads. It is not as absorbent, okay? It does absorb, but not the same way that your traditional ink pads absorb, okay? Those are made of felt, and they also have some spongy cushions, you know, in there. These are just foam, okay? But They still hold the ink pretty well. You don't want to overload it. If you overload it, it will just drip down the sides. So don't overload it. And again, you can use it as a stamp or, of course, to ink up your stamp. So this is one of the reasons I love these minis. Okay, especially if you have a smaller art foamy. And here I'm going to be using some of Suzanne Rander's most popular imagery from her pop-up, or from her, well, it's not a pop-up, I'm sorry for saying that, but some of her most this is her most popular set from the collaboration with Suzanne, okay, Suzanne Randers. And this is set number, oh gosh, I had them all written down. You know what, where did I put that list? I was so organized and now I can't find it, but let me see. Well, that's okay. I'll find it in a minute, or I'll ask Mr. Moon. He might have it on his desk. Anyway, I'm going to load this up with a little bit of green here. Again, you can use, we do sell the replacements as well. Okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. If you get your ink foamy messed up, or, you know, if you get it, sometimes if you do scratch it or dent it, it will not work as well. So maybe you want to replace it. You can just pull that out, okay? It is stuck down into that base, and then you're going to want to put some extra sticky stuff and replace it in there if you want to. Or, of course, you can just use it like this, but I will tell you that, you know, it's not as nice to use or to hold without the little base. That's why we have them like this. So anyway, I do use my Scrap Buddies, or you can use you can use your dauber, or you can use, you know, whatever, just something to spread that ink around. Okay, so here's my replacement pad. And then I want to ink this up here. So fun. And again, this is one reason why I love these, is to be able to do different colors, you know, right on my stamp like that. Okay, so here we go. Oh, so cute. So cute. Now that green, I didn't get it loaded up very well, so it's a little light. Let's just go over here. Put a little extra green, and you know what, you can always, if you want to get another print out of it, you can spritz it with a little rubbing alcohol, and that'll make it juicy again. Oh, and you can see it's still kind of pale, but you get the idea. Anyway, so I'm going to stamp out, again, this is Suzanne Rander's best-selling set. So let's go with some of these other fun colors. You know, Pink Crush is definitely one of my all-time favorites. You know that. Neon Pink has long been, or Opera Rose, or any of the super pinky pinks, one of my very favorite colors of all time. I just smush that around. Has a little yellow on there, so it's going to turn it green. But remember, even though I had blue loaded up on there, it's okay because I can clean that completely off and start a fresh color if I want to. So darn cute. All right, a couple more. I'm going to use this again, try to get some of this ombre on here if I can. So cute. And this one, this always, I know, I don't think that she designed this as, what are those called that you make a wish on? Dandelion. But that's always what it reminds me of. And I know it's crazy, but it's like one of my favorite little stamps. I love dandelions, so I guess that's why. Always makes me think of making wishes, you know. Let's use purple, because Purple Rain is a new color. I've actually been dying to add this color to our lineup for a while. And I will tell you, if you mix this with pink, Oh my gosh, it gives you such a beautiful violet color. I really love it. You can also mix it with blue. That's the other reason why I really, really love these colors, is because they do mix so beautifully, and you can get some gorgeous, gorgeous color combinations. I know many of you have seen some of our Instagram reels that we've done, and have asked what we've been putting on the scrap buddies to make these colors, and this is what we use. Or, you know, most all the time. We put a lot of those videos that you saw, those little fast videos, there was a scrap buddy, okay, with these inks on there. So super fun. And again, that is Suzanne Rander's best-selling set. And I do want to pull out the journal that I made when we first started this collaboration with Fodder School. And this, again, is many of the stamps from these collections. This is, you can see the stamp I just stamped there, and that one. This is actually probably her first 2 sets, okay? Which both of them were, all of Suzanne's were really good sellers, but this just probably, I guess, was the best seller of all. All right, so hold on, I got ink on me. I guess I need a baby wipe. I'm going through them. All right. Yes, they're in, Jan. These inkers are in ArtFoamies now, although the orange is not yet available, or the yeah, one of them isn't available because it's not in the house yet, but it will be within the next day or two. And actually it is, we do have orange maxi. The orange flame is the one we have. Coral Fire is the one that's not here yet. So I know that was kind of confusing too, but anyway. All right, this is what I have, a little ink on the edge of my table, and it's why I keep putting my hand in it. Okay, so anyway, Suzanne Rander's, and again, so many fun samples in here. I had a blast creating this. And then here you can see, again, one of the images. That's the white ink, okay, on black, and then a little bit of color, I think, over the top. Seeing if any of the other bestsellers were stamped in here. Okay, so this was set 1, okay, and I just did it in black and white both ways, and this is set 2. So set 2 is the bestseller. Maybe you already have it, but I'm going to show you all of them because this is, and then this is one of my favorites too, because I am in love with this stamp. Oh my gosh, that is such a cute one because you can do little faces inside, or write little messages. Again, that's set 3. And I just also wanted you to see, when I did this, how different they look in black and white. And then that was her Ferns, also a super popular set. So we love Suzanne, and we hope you'll continue to watch and follow, of course, because we might have some new surprises coming from Suzanne in the near future. Okay, our next up is Jack Ravi, and I'm dying to stamp these in brights because if you know, and you were in Fodder School and you follow Jack Ravi, so much of his stuff is very like vintage, you know, sort of that vintage vibe. It's very like, oh, you know, more in the earth tones. So I thought, wow, it'd be really fun. And I kind of did that with the samples from his collection too. Did them a little bit on more bright, you know. I again, not sure if all of you followed, but this is a little sort of journal that I created using Jack's imagery, okay? And his bestseller from his collection was From Chaos Emerges Harmony. And that's the saying right here. It was a little set with the sort of the sigil that, well, here, I'll show it to you. So I know you can't see it in the black. So right here, From Chaos Emerges Harmony. And I loved making this so much too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp this using some of the extra brights, okay? Because I thought it would be really cool to see his work stamped out in like neon colors. I'm actually, well, you know what? I think I'm just going to use one of these rounds, this nice round paper. All right, I want to clean my fingers again because they're all inky. Yes, Jan, that gray is actually a very graphite-y gray. It's a little, it kind of reminds me of neutral tint in a way. All right. All right, so let's see here. Let's try this because this will be fun. And we like to have fun around here. So this is something you can do, again, using these smaller ink pads. I'm just going to load that up with some different, let's use our lava red. One of my favorite sayings is by Cezanne. Cezanne, am I saying it right? And it's, we live in a rainbow of chaos. Oh, and I don't know how I did that, but I got a little drop of red ink on there. Figures. Okay. Let's do green. And blue. I don't have a blue, so I'm just gonna use the edge of that. All right, and I don't know if that's dry, so I'm gonna, oh, you know what? That's too small. Let me get something else. Yeah, Sandra, I hope you're feeling so much better. I know you've been feeling horrible. I'm so sorry. Are you going to be up for next week? I want to let everybody know that Zandra is having a spotlight next week. So I hope that you're feeling much better. If you're not, we can, you know, change it if you have to, Zandra, because you have to be there. Oh, that is so cool. I love that. I love that you can easily make each word a different color, you know. And I'm not going to lie to you. I think mine is a little crusty. Sometimes I am not the best. I know I don't always practice what I preach about cleaning off gesso or cleaning off acrylic off of your art foamies. And the reason I can tell is because you can kind of hear when they get dry and crusty, you can kind of tell by the way they feel. The foam just isn't as soft. You know what I mean? So I won't lie. I may not get the best, crispest image just because of that, but I cleaned it pretty well. And so now I want to do, oh gosh, I want to do a little coral fire and a little pink crush. Yeah, and you know what? And I'm going to do this all over because you know what? It's picking up the grunge. And you can see it got my foamy all dirt, my ink foamy all dirty. So let me clean it one more time. And this is a great, I'm kind of happy that this is happening live so that you can see I can still take my alcohol and I'll clean that out. All right. And try to clean my stamp again. The other thing that you can really do to clean them if you need to is just use a little bit of Murphy's oil soap, okay, and a little damp cloth, and that should help get them good and clean, okay? So might not be able to get as beautiful of a color as I hoped. Maybe I'll have to do gray instead. I'll do gray and black. There's the ASMR again. All right, we'll try this one more time. I'm going to use my pink crush on there. You know, if it's muddy, you're just going to see me stamp a muddy stamp. What can I say? But at least you know how to fix that, right? Just wash it some more. That is the nice thing. You can really get your ArtFoamies clean. All right, might take a little, yeah, and that didn't do too bad. All right, so try it again. Oh, and you know what? With these, I always have to look at them because, okay, it does go this way. I think I'm going to go over a little. That's okay. Oh, not bad. My color came out pretty good. So there you go. And I hope you can see that little bit of gradient too. It looks kind of nice. All right, so that is Jack Raby's bestseller from his collection. Although I have to tell you that I love you know, of course, and I saw all the beautiful comments to him. The people just loved his teaching, his stuff, you know, his stuff was so cool, so thoughtful. But I cannot necessarily see myself using the sigils a ton. However, I love the sayings. I love all the sayings. Okay. I forage beauty. In the dance of creation, I'm free. That one was mine. My art is my legacy. The act of making is an act of generosity. My hands are magic. So these sayings, I really think that if you love to journal, especially, or, you know, like to have kind of, you know, thoughtful words and sayings, these are great. Okay, but that's the bestseller. Next up is Yutunde Rodriguez, and I really loved her stamps. She didn't have a ton, okay? She had a small collection, and we did offer them in sets and in 3 different sizes, but I will show, I just love this page. In fact, I love it so much that I really did not, I opted to not do anything else to it. I like looking at it. I love my colors and I love the patterns. So you can see these are the 3 small sets. This one is the bestseller. They all are positive and negative. And I do really think that they are wonderful, especially if you love to do hue on hue. Do you know what I mean? Like tone on tone. So for example, here I have one of my solid birds stamped out. I'm going to take this basically the same color. Maybe a little, you know what? Maybe we'll try the orange instead. But I like it a lot for that sort of monochromatic or tone on tone stamping. And again, the positive and negative, which makes it nice. You can use them, you know, together or separately. Of course, that kind of goes without saying, but you know, they nestle nicely into each other. Yeah, Patty says she uses Yutunde's quite a bit, and I've seen, you know, a lot of your stuff with that. So really cool. All right, let's do this. Not that I have to necessarily preserve those, but I'll just show you what I mean. So we'll go this way. Ugh, do you see what I mean? Isn't that so cool, right? Let's do another. We'll do the positive with the purple. So one thing I will tell you too about these inks, it kind of drives me crazy. They really don't come out very well. Okay. That is just, and it's kind of good for when they're shipping, but when you get them, you may want to make the hole a little bigger. Sometimes I will take a push pin and use it just to get the hole a tiny bit bigger. I don't want it pouring out, like gushing, you know, but like sometimes you just like it to flow a little bit better, okay? It's a little frustrating, and especially if you don't have a lot of hand strength. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so again, I'm using my Purple Rain, and I'm using the Yutunde bestseller. And again, I can't remember the name of this one. I'll have to... So cool. I just love the way this does, right? Isn't that so cute? Anyway, so that is, again, the bestsellers from the Yutunde collection. All right, so nice. And then last, but of course not least, the bestsellers so far from the Angela Kennedy collection. I wonder if any of you can guess. Yay. Orange Spiral says, the purple rain color is gorgeous. It will go so well with all of my orange. Yes. And remember too, when you do mix it with that pink, oh my gosh, we should just do a couple mixtures so you can see. I am going to stamp the two faces. This is the best-selling set so far from the Angela Kennedy collection, and it is set number 1, I believe. Now, keep in mind, on this girl, I did cut that dress, right? I just cut the bodice, or, so it wouldn't be so big, so you could see how to maybe use her, a little bit differently. But that is the dress and the face. It is set number 1 of the doll making set. Okay. So let me stamp these faces out, and what color should I use? I think just pink again. It's a good one. Yes, the full leaf skirt. You are correct. But not the blank face. Okay, the set of 2 faces and the large dress. Beautiful. Yes, yes. You don't get anything for guessing that, though. Oh, I didn't get her eye very well, but the idea. Oh, you know what? I think I'll do her hair blue on this one, and we'll do her face. We'll just do the face a different color. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a little bit of white, okay? And that will give me a little bit more of an opaque pink, okay? Again, if you want to smush around, you can use your scrap buddy or use an old room key, or, you need a little dauber. You can use one of the ArtFoamies daubers, whatever you got. You just want to smush that around. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to ink up her face with all the pink. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do all over with that. I will tell you too, if you have a larger stamp, okay, a larger ArtFoamies, these small ones are not going to work as good. You're going to have to re-ink them too much. But for the smaller ones are great. All right, so I want to do her hair now. Well, I was going to do blue, but I have a little purple on there too, so. Different color. Just smush that around. Remember too, I just want to remind you, since I'm have a captive audience here, that these lines are very fine. Okay, so you want to look at them when you ink them. You still have to be sort of gentle but firm. And sometimes, you won't get a super perfect image, but they are your base layer, right? That's what I like to think of them as. Usually, especially on those small ones, or on those ones that are skinny lines, I'll hold them nice and firm for about 20 seconds. Lots of times too, I'll just let you know, I will stamp them out first and see if there's any areas that need extra pressure, right? Kind of helpful. Beautiful. Ugh, look at that. She is so pretty. I just have to hold it up a little closer for you to see that and see how I was able to get some of those different colors. And now, of course, you know, it'd be so fun and easy to go in there and paint or color. And, you know, sometimes I will tell you too, using those colors as your outline will give you such a fun and completely different look from using like black or dark, you know, inks for your outline. So that's another really fun way to play with imagery, you know. All right, let me stop for a second and get a drink of water. Out of breath. Does anybody have any questions at all at this point? Also, if for those of you who are not in Fodder School, okay, I'm going to just definitely tell you that so many great teachers, oh my gosh, and you know, it's not too late to join in. So if you would love to join Fodder School, please make sure to use my link. I will share that in our groups and on the ArtFoamies page. Just because, yes, I do get a little bit of credit when you buy it through me. So I really appreciate that. And if not, that's okay too. We all are, you know, wonderful about sharing around here. Okay, let's see. Yes, okay, I think I got all the stuff I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Maxie's birthday. I want to talk about the new ArtFoamies sticker, okay? Fodder School, the bestsellers, ink foamies, artsy dexy journal pages, and beginning our spotlight series next week. That's everything. I also again want to ask if you do place order. We appreciate your orders so much. We don't want you to stop ordering, but please do be patient and know that even if you don't, you know, if it's running a little bit later than you think, we are still working on it. We promise. Okay. Anyway, last but not least, we are playing the numbers game. And guess what? I'm going to be giving away 2 bottles of new ink. So whoever wins the numbers game tonight will get to pick 2 of their colors that you'd love to have for the new inks. Okay. So we are going to start the numbers game. Starting now, you are going to guess a number between 1 and 100. The person that is closest first, as I call it out, will win the prize, okay? So you can start now. We're going to end at 4:55. Ready, go. Sharon Robinson, 14. Renee, 17. Ooh, Renee 17, Shar 27, Susan 27. And it's okay if you have the same number. You do not have to change numbers, okay? It's the first number. So, anyway, Shar 27, Susan 27, Amy 11, Ron 67, Zandra 5, Krabby Abby 61, Anita 13, Terry Moore 53, D Keels 47, Patty's Vintage Shop 82, Sue Irvine 72, Orange Spiral 22, Christina 77, Janice Sigmund 26, Evelyn 47, Kirsten 58, Becky 23, Ellen 10, Kathy Berg 15, Cecilia 87, Ellen 10, Marianne Perlmutter 27, Ginger 15, Acme Post 12, Debbie Martin 33, Sherry Churchill 9, Roberta 29, Willa 57, Annalie 53, Dana 25, Catherine Guerrero number 4, Stephanie 13, Sharon Eberlin 75, Gail Foos 83, Lydia Leonard 37, Bernadette 10, Christine 48. Those are the last. Did I get Lydia at 37? Okay, let me go back. Sharon Eberlin, let me go back to where I was. Stephanie 13, Sharon 75, Gail 83, Lydia 37, Bernadette 10, Christine 48, Jenny Maroney 2. All right, no more numbers. Last call for numbers. Did I miss anybody? If I missed you, I'm going to wait a second. If I missed calling out your name or you did not hear me call out your name, put your same number again and no more numbers. Last call for numbers. Okay, I'm going back through. I don't think I missed anyone. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Oh my gosh. Okay, we do have a winner, an on the nose winner. I'm going to go back through and just make sure. My goodness gracious. Okay, what a great group we have. Thank you all for coming and playing and being here with me. No, you do not have to pick a new one. We have an on the spot. No, Annalie, you don't have to pick a new one. 53 is what I had you at. You're great. Thank you so much. No more numbers. We are done. And the winner is, we have an on the nose winner, and it is Catherine Guerrero, number 4. Yay, Catherine. So you will send me a message with the colors that you'd like. Okay. Oops, Kristen, I'm sorry. I missed your number. But it was way off. Anyway, I just want to say thank you all so much for coming here, spending your time with me, and having a little bit of fun, because I know, and I want to say this right now, okay? I feel this is something really important to chat with you all about. For just a moment, I want to say that I know life is challenging right now for so many. I want to say I know that life is not always fun. Usually it's not. And I in no way ever want to think that you feel that I don't have strong feelings about the way of the world right now, okay? But when we come here, it is to have a little bit of fun and relief, to get away from the stress and the pressures of this sad, cold, hard world, okay? But we come here, I do laugh a lot and giggle because I enjoy it so much. I love all of your friendship, and I love being able to come here and share a little bit of color, a little bit of fun. Okay, so thank you all so very much for joining me for that. I also want to say again that my heart is with each and every single one of our friends all over the world going through stuff. Okay, so I love you all to the moon and back. I want you to stay safe. I want you to stay sane if you can, and stay makey. And join me again next week for some more fun. And our friends are going to be coming here and showing off their ArtFoamies. Again, starting next week, lots of your friends are going to be having spotlights. So I hope you'll join me in supporting all of them. And I'll see you real soon. Have a great weekend. Bye, everyone. Thanks again for coming.